Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. I hope you're having a fantastic day and I hope that this video finds you well. General Micheal Flynn has a warning to the United States and to President Donald Trump. If the deep state is not taken apart, if the swamp is not drained before January 20th of 2029, then all of this was for nothing. It doesn't matter how secure the border is. It doesn't matter how great the economy is or how cheap gas prices get. If the swamp is not drained completely and totally, and if Obama and Clinton's are not made an example of for future politicians, then it was all for nothing. And I'm about to roll you that clip. But really quickly, before we get into it, ladies and gentlemen, today's sponsor is Verity Metals. When it comes to gold, silver, platinum, 401k, IRA, and everything in between, Verity Metals is the company for you. They are patriots. They are Trump supporters. They are people of faith located in Glendale, Arizona. Call or text them today at 888-328-6105. Tell them Vlad sent you for additional metals on your next order. Links are down below in the description. Thank you. Now, I'm going to play you this clip. Listen to what General Flynn has to say.
We cannot move forward. The nation cannot move forward. I don't care how good our how much Trump, adjusts the economy, and he will, but we cannot move forward unless people are held accountable. And I mean very, very senior people, and they all know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about, and I've said it many times. It's the start with Obama and work your way down, right? I mean, maybe you don't throw a former president into prison, but maybe you do. Maybe somebody says, well, who directed you, John Brennan? Who directed you, Jim Clapper? Who directed you, Susan Rice? Under oath, under the lights, and with the threat of prison. Okay. And so who directed you? Well, if they say nothing, okay, then that's fine. Then you're going to go to prison. You're going to prison. You're going to prison for treason. Okay, treason. That's a very strong word. It's a very strong word. And like all these pardons, right? These pardons, the only thing that can't overcome a pardon is treason, is the commitment of treason. I mean, I get called a traitor all the time. And I say, well, wait a second. And so if I'm a traitor, why am I walking the streets, right? If I committed treason, why am I walking the streets? I was never charged with that. They dismissed my case because they lied, right? And so, you think Mueller and Wiseman, Andrew Wiseman, who was the deputy to Mueller, would have let me go had I was a traitor or that I committed treason? The treason was committed against me as not just Mike Flynn, an Army general, but the national security advisor by a duly elected president of the United States. The income or the outgoing administration under Barack H. Obama committed treason. They committed a conspiracy to undermine a duly elected president, and it hasn't stopped.
Now, General Flynn makes a great point. Example needs to be made. You don't commit treason, especially against a duly elected president, just because you don't like him. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we are at a turning point in our nation. We either get our country back or they're going to do it again. Because if we can make an example out of them, future politicians are going to be scared to do what Obama and his administration did. But if we don't make an example out of them, then they're going to say, well, if Hussein got away with it, so can we. And we cannot allow that to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless you. I love you. Have a great night. I'll see you soon.